Hello and welcome to Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois, and we are checking in this week's comic book order. These comics will go on sale Wednesday, July 25th in Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. First up, we have DC's Superman in Action Comics. That's issue 1001 being written. It's the second issue that Brian Michael Bendis is writing, and it is phenomenal. Great time for you to jump in. He's also doing Superman. Great time to get in on both of those. They're both 2 issues deep and good jumping on points. Here's some of the variant covers. The DC has just been killing it with their variants lately, and you can see these are no exception to that rule. They are gorgeous. Then next up from Marvel, and again a great jumping on point for Amazing Spider-Man. It's issue 2. We still have some issue 1s here at the shop. Amazing Spider-Man issue 2. That looks really good. From DC, next up we have issue 38 of Aquaman. And as we often do, here's the beautiful variant cover for Aquaman. We have several of those. And this actually made it in our top 5 best covers of the week. Next up, also from DC, we have issue 22 of Batman Beyond. And it looks like an all-new Scarecrow for them. And then next up we have the variant cover for the Dan Jurgens written Batman Beyond issue 22. Next up from Dark Horse Comics we have issue 3 of Blackwood. And this next comic may be a shipment we were supposed to have gotten a week or two ago, and they shorted us, but they got it to us this week. But it is issue 1 of Boom Studios' Bone Parish. Again, being written by Cullen Bunn, who writes quite a few comics. Looks very, very good. Next up from Valiant, and if you're not reading Valiant, you need to. There's something wrong with you if you don't. Is Britannia, issue 1, Lost Eagles of Rome. And it looks gorgeous. Another Cullen Bunn, this time being written for Aftershock Comics. It is Brothers Dracul, issue 4. Then from Dynamite Publishing, we have a kind of a surprise comic that has taken off in our shop. Issue 1 sold out very quickly. Charlie's Angels, issue 2. And then up from Marvel, next up we have Deadpool Assassin, issue 4. And remember, Deadpool puts the ass in Assassin. Then from Image Publishing, we have issue 32 of Jeff Lemire's Descender. A great comic. Justin Holman actually suggested I read this, and I cannot thank Justin enough for that. It was great advice. Great book. Really enjoy it. DC is up next with Detective Comics, Batman Detective Comics, issue 985. And here's the beautiful Detective 985 variant cover. Next up, I believe also from DC, if I'm not mistaken, is issue 6 out of the 12 Doomsday Clock. Sorry, dropped that comic. Issue 6 of Doomsday Clock. Fantastic book by DC that's selling like hotcakes. That's what the beautiful variants look like this week. Really, really nice. Then from IDW, we have issue 3 of Dungeons and Dragons, Evil at Baldur's Gate. And sounds like Mr. Fox's Gate, because I think Mr. Fox is getting balder every day. Okay, next up from DC, we have issue 51 of Flash, The Last Race of Wally West. And as always, beautiful variant from Flash. They always kill it with their variants. Then from Image Publishing, we have issue 10 of Gasolina. DC Publishing brings us Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, issue 49. And again, the beautiful variants coming from DC right now are the stuff of legends. And then I think from Valiant, excuse me, I think I left it over on the table. I did. I didn't want to forget mentioning this today. The Harbinger Wars 2, issue 3. This is very popular in our store. It's really taken off, well written. Matt Kent has done a great job helping to turn Valiant Publishing around. Great stories, great characters, good stuff. That's the standard cover, and then if you have it on your pull list here at Fox's, you get the pre-order edition. Same price, more pages of content, kind of some insights about the comic, really a neat value. Next up from DC, we have issue 24 of Hellblazer, and it's advertising it's the final issue. And again, just showing you how well they kill it. Also in our top 5 best variant covers, or best covers this week, is the variant for Hellblazer. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Next up from Albatross Publishing, we have Hillbilly by Eric Powell. Very stylistic art from Eric Powell. If you're familiar with his work from The Goon and stuff like that, you'll be familiar with it. Really, really nice book. And then up from Image Publishing, we have Jeff Lemire's Hit Girl issue 6, and it's part 2 of the 4-part run on Canada. Then from Marvel, we have a really nice issue, Hunt for Wolverine Mystery in Madripoor, issue number 3. And this series has been selling like gangbusters for us. People are loving it, so we would encourage you to jump on that bandwagon. Next up, also from Marvel, the highly anticipated Infinity Wars Prime, issue 1. Looks fantastic. And then the only Marvel cover that made it into our top 5 this week was the variant for Infinity Wars Prime. Gorgeous cover there. Then from Archaea Publishing, we have Jim Henson's Labyrinth, number 5. Really cool story. DC Universe brings us a highly anticipated Justice League Dark, number 1. And again, just the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous variant covers that are available for that. One that made it close to our, I think it came in 6th for our best cover of the week, was a Marvel issue 8 of the Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing and Human Torch, kind of the American Gothic takeoff on the front cover. I thought that was great, although my vote didn't carry much sway. It only got to number 6 for the best cover. Next up from DC, we have issue 6 of Mira, Queen of Atlantis, and that should be the last issue. For those of you that have been enjoying it, I believe that is going to mark the end of it for now. Next up from Marvel is Moon Knight, issue 197, getting close to their watershed 200th issues spot. Then from Image, a highly popular book here in our store, issue 12 of Moonshine by Brian Azzarello. You might remember him being the guy that kicked off Wonder Woman in the New 52. Did a great job with that. This has been a great run for him as well for Image. Then next up from Marvel, we have the issue 1 of Mr. and Mrs. X. And then the variant, beautiful variant edition. I stand corrected because that did actually make it into the top 5. That was number 3 this week. The variant for Mr. and Mrs. X. Next up from Marvel is issue 2 of Multiple Man, and that's kind of what the customers at Fox's look like. They all are giving us the thumbs down, so we don't blame you. We've watched these video too, and so we know what they're like. Next from IDW is issue 68 of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Then from Dark Horse Comics, we have issue 5 of Neil Gaiman's American Gods, My Einzel, issue 5. And then next up from Image Publishing, we have a very highly anticipated title here at our shop, The New World, issue 1. And then from Marvel, we have issue 44 of Old Man Logan. And then another close finisher on our covers of the week, issue 228 of The Punisher. Just a fantastic cover on that. One of them that did make the top 5 covers of the week, Image Publishing's issue 8 of The Realm. Pretty cool. Also from Image Publishing, issue 13 of Redneck. And then up next we have from Aftershock Comics, we have issue 1 of Relay. And again, I think that's one that we were shorted originally and just now made it to us, but we're glad it did. Next up from Oni Press, we have Rick and Morty, issue 40 of that. Then one of Mr. Fox's favorites from Image Publishing, Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan's Saga, issue 54, number 2 in our voting for best cover of the week. Then from Marvel, we have issue 2 of The Sentry. Really going over well in our shop. Have not had a chance to read it yet, and I'm looking forward to it. Next up from DC, we have issue 7 of The Silencer. And then from IDW, we have a foil cover for issue 7 of Sonic the Hedgehog. And really selling well for us as well. Marvel is up next with Star Wars Dr. Aphra, issue 22. Also, ironically enough, Star Wars Lando, issue 3, Double or Nothing. DC is up next with Teen Titans, issue 20. And then another one that finished in our top 5 covers of the week. The variant cover for issue 20 of Teen Titans. Next up, issue 6 from DC of The Terrifics. And another one of our top 5 covers of the week, IDW's issue 84. Issue 84 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then up next after that, we have from IDW Publishing, Transformers Unicron, issue 2. And then from Marvel, we will have issue 4 of Donny Cates' Venom. And that almost made the top 5 in best covers of the week. Then next up from Marvel, we have issue 1 of what they say is Wakanda Forever, but we in Southern Illinois know that's Wakanda. And because they have the Vulture Fest down there in Wakanda. And there's the beautiful variant edition of that, X-Men Wakanda Forever. Next up from Aftershock Comics, a highly anticipated issue 3 of A Walk Through Hell, a very popular comic in our store. Then up next from DC, we have the winner of the cover of the week, issue 51 of Wonder Woman, just a gorgeous cover on that. And as was her variant cover for issue 51 as well, also beautiful. Next up from Marvel Publishing, we have issue 2 of X-23. And then also from Marvel, we have issue 32 of X-Men Blue. Also from Marvel, we have the finale of X-Men Gold. That's issue 30. And then the second Genesis version of X-Men Grand Design. This is issue 1. This is the second round of these. Really nice paper that it's printed on. Beautiful comics, really well done by Marvel. Good job with that. And then finally, we have the Exo Man of War from Valiant, and that is issue 17, and that is selling like gangbusters at our shop. That's the standard cover, and if you have it on your pull list, there's the pre-order edition. Again, note, these comics go on sale tomorrow, Wednesday, July 25th at Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. Hope to see you here.